When I was little, my parents told me stories of how they had to physically walk to a store, look through a huge catalog, ask if it was available, and finally hope that it would be of decent quality to enjoy, all to watch a single movie. And I thought, wait, so you're telling me you couldn't just log on to Netflix, see what movies they've recommended to you based on ones you've liked in the past, and enjoy the whole thing within a click of a button? Then I thought, well, exactly how is it that Netflix is able to magically know what I'll like? So I started to do some research, and little did I realize that at that moment, I stepped into a new realm. I soon realized that it's not just Netflix that has these so-called magical abilities. Look around you.
A GPS. How can it predict our arrival time to such precision, accounting for all traffic, stops, and accidents, well before we even get on the road? How does Spotify recommend the perfect song specifically for us without fail? Ever notice how Google comes up with millions of search results catered exactly for us within the blink of an eye?
These are things we take for granted. They're just another part of life, right? But if you take a step back and ask how, do you know the answer? Well, in reality, it's actually quite simple. Just 2 words: artificial intelligence. So what exactly is artificial intelligence, or AI for short? Well, AI is a huge branch of computer science that allows us to create machines that can work and act just like humans, but in a much faster, more efficient, and error-free way.
So why do we need AI? Well, the easiest way to understand this would be through an example. Imagine you're running a business and want to improve your company by seeing what customers like about your products and what they don't. To do this, you publish a survey that millions of people take. At first, you're happy because you have so much feedback to work with, which means that much potential to improve your business. But then you quickly realize that it's not humanly possible for you and your team to look through all of this data and make sense out of it. Well, that's where AI comes in. With an AI machine, this huge data can be processed within seconds and produce results more accurate and valuable than any human team can. And just like Netflix, it can use the info that it collected to predict how much people will like or dislike your next product. In a sense, it predicts the future in a matter of seconds. So, if computers have the ability to learn faster, process better, and remember more than humans, will they completely take over at one point? Not quite.
Humans have always been the most intelligent beings on Earth. You might be thinking, well, a calculator can do such complex calculations within seconds, something that's not possible for a human. While that's true, can your calculator write an essay? Can it invent? Does it have emotions and unique thoughts to help it sympathize with others? Can it solve problems and make decisions using not only its intelligence, but also its instincts, common sense, and life experiences? The short answer, no. So no need to worry about evil robots taking over the world in the future. Or should we worry? After all, intelligence is fused into the very name of AI. So if it's true that machines can learn, adapt, and think better, then perhaps there's a possibility that it could begin to go on the wrong side. But here's the good news. We are the ones who are making it intelligent to begin with. So we need to make sure that we follow rules and protocols as a community to start and grow this fascinating field of AI in the right direction. In other words, we need to make sure that we embody the ethics in artificial intelligence. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to ethics in AI, but we'll come to that in later videos. Rather than replace us, machines can work in unison with us to better our society. They can help us achieve the impossible. So as you can see, the field of AI is absolutely fascinating. It lets us achieve the impossible. But to discover how AI works, you can't just study the broad field of artificial intelligence alone. It's just too vast. You have to learn about the many subfields of AI, each of which contribute to the wonders that you saw in the video. So the next step in your journey towards mastering artificial intelligence is learning about these branches. And in this video right here, I'll introduce you to some of the most powerful and important branches of AI. If you've learned something from this video, make sure to give it a like and comment down below where you've seen AI in your daily life, as well as any questions you may have. And if you're new here, then make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any new videos that'll help you on your journey towards mastering artificial intelligence, as well as the chance to win cool prizes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.